School Mental Health Mindful Movement Series. We will be hosting these movement-based sessions every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much for joining us today. This event is brought to you by the National American Indian and Alaska Native Mental Health Technology Transfer Center under the K-12 School Mental Health Supplement Project. We are located at the University of Iowa and a part of the National MHTTC network serving the National American Indian and Alaska Native population across the U.S. and Alaska. We provide TA for tribal communities and schools, as well as having several ongoing initiatives and projects. This project is supported by SAMHSA. The content is developed by the presenter, and the opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views or policies of SAMHSA, HHS, or the American Indian and Alaska Native MHTTC. Although we are gathered virtually today, we want to take the time to acknowledge the land and pay respect to the Indigenous nations whose homelands were forcibly taken and inhabited. Please take a moment to read this land acknowledgement, which has been created by 3 members of our team, Ella Driscoll, Keely Driscoll, and Sean Bear. This series is brought to you by the K-12 School Supplement Grant Team. This is Teresa Burrington, our project manager. Her background includes a master's in educational leadership, master's in business administration, and progress toward a master's in counseling. She's an enrolled member of the Coharie tribe and a descendant of the Lumbee tribe. She joins us from the Meskwaki settlement in Tama, Iowa, where she currently resides. Julia Bulwitt is a research associate from the University of Iowa and has been assisting on K-12 projects for the past year. She holds a bachelor's degree in psychology from Ball State University and a master's in clinical mental health counseling from the University of Iowa. Kate Pruce is a graduate research assistant from the University of Iowa and has been with the K-12 initiative since February of 2021. Kate holds a bachelor's degree in child, adult, and family services with a minor in psychology from Iowa State University, and she is currently working on her master's in school counseling at the University of Iowa. This program and many others are offered through our center located in Iowa City, although we serve across the U.S. Here you will find contact information for our program manager, as well as our program guide for our other services and technical assistance request form. Please reach out to us with any interest in these programs. Today we welcome Victoria Marie, Iron Plume Woman. Victoria has worked with our K-12 projects throughout 2021. She has brought her expertise in youth engagement, movement, meditation, and healing through all kinds of medicine. She is an enrolled tribal member of the Sisseton Wahpeton, mother, artist, and founder of Indigenous Lotus. Victoria is joining us today from the Twin Cities in Minnesota and will continue to lead K-12 projects with our center. Welcome, Victoria, and thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today we are going to be seated on our chair. So I know we were having a little bit of some internet things, but I think we're all back on track now. So well, welcome to our Mindful Movement series. Today we're really going to focus on the movements that we are doing with our bodies while observing our breath as well. So beginning and seated, we want to sit up tall, and I will adjust my chair from time to time. So sitting up tall, my back is away from the back of the chair. My feet, my knees are above my ankles, so my feet are facing forward. Crown of our head reaching up towards the sky. Let's place our hands in our lap. And when you're ready, you may go ahead and close your eyes. If you choose not to close your eyes, you can look down or forward, finding something to focus on. As we begin to observe our breath, We'll inhale through the nose, feeling the breath entering in each nostril. Noticing the breath as it travels down and into the belly, fully filling the lungs. And on your next exhale, notice it leaving the body as the belly begins to deflate, leaving the body through the nostrils. And as we continue to observe our breath, we'll relax the shoulders even more, relaxing the jaw. If you feel any tension, anything in the upper body, just feel it falling away. Notice your facial expressions as well. Just let everything rest. Now that we've allowed our body time for rest, begin to scan from the top of the head to the ears, the brows, cheekbones, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, beside our belly, our arms, down to the hips, to the knees, down to the ankles and the heels, to the tip of the toes. So as you perform the scan, making your way back up and back down, notice if anything comes up, if there's any discomfort, any resistance. But as you continue to scan, begin to feel the breath flowing through the entire body as you scan from head to toe. Now we'll slowly open our eyes, looking down and then forward. Taking our head over to the right, down and over to the left, from side to side. Just moving slow and careful. Our chin comes towards our chest. And our next inhale, the head rises. We'll take the hands and bring them down. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Hands come together. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bring it back down. Now as we move, inhaling, bringing those arms up. Bring your attention to the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, and the fingertips. As you come full circle with each round of inhalation and exhalation. Feel the air, the energy moving between the hands and the fingers. And we're just moving with the breath. Perhaps if you find yourself moving a little bit too fast, you can slow it down. Now we'll complete one more round. Inhaling, arms rising up. Exhale, coming down. We'll bring those hands down, reach them down towards the earth. We're going to lift that right hand, bring it up over to the top of the right ear, or to the left ear, top of the left ear, bringing that right ear closer to the shoulder. And just opening up the side of the neck. Walk the fingertips back just a little bit. Just a little bit behind the ear, and we'll take the chin and cheekbone down towards the chest. So stretching a little bit deeper in that side and back of the neck. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, send your breath to this space and clear out any stagnant energy. By clearing it out, we're just making space. Now we'll gently release, bringing the head back up. Right hand lowers down. We'll take the chin up towards the sky. On our next exhale, chin comes down towards the chest. Coming back to neutral. Go ahead and take that left ear down towards the shoulder. Inhale, that left arm reaches up, fingertips over to the top of the right ear. We're just applying a little bit of weight. Not too much, shoulders are still down, shoulders are still relaxed. And again, breathe into the side neck. And as you're breathing in, if anything comes up on your exhales, turn it into something beautiful as you release anything with your breath. Sending it out into the universe. Walk those fingertips back just a bit, chin and cheekbone come towards the chest. Inhale, head rises. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Let's go ahead and take the shoulders, bring them up towards the ears, and draw it back. So as we draw it back, once the shoulders come down, we can bring the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Release, lower down, and inhale back up. Gentle squeeze down. So a little bit of a pause as we come back down midway. And we always want to bring the shoulders back. A lot of times we are hunched over. So we really want to bring a little bit more movement into that back and the chest. Really open up, opening up our heart. Just a few more rounds, few more circle movements here. And relax. Let's go ahead and take the hands above the knees. We're going to arch the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Here you can continue to inhale and exhale. And on our next inhale, we're going to press the heart forward, bring the shoulders back, chin rises. And again, we're holding here so you can continue to inhale, exhale. And we're not being forceful, we're just moving to where we feel that natural stop. Lengthening through that upper body. So don't fold into the back. Lengthen through as if there's a string pulling you up higher to the sky. And your next exhale, press back. And on that inhale, press forward, lengthening up. Exhale, pressing back. So moving at your own pace from the tailbone up the back, the neck, and the top of the head. Notice those movements. Coming back to neutral. Let's rest those hands down to the side. Now, because we are not using the floor for support or our chair, we want to keep the upper body lifted and not cave into our side body. So we'll keep those hands down. We're gonna reach over to the left, back to center, and over to the right. So from side to side. And when you're ready, and you can feel that you can keep that upper body elongated, go ahead and bring movement in with the arms. So as we reach over to the left side, our right hand raises up, down, and over to the other. Opposite hand lifts. So just from side to side, and noticing that movement with the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Feeling that energy, that air between the fingertips around the arms. And feeling the breath moving within the body. And both hands will lower down. Inhale, arms rise up. We're going to bend at the elbows, palms face forward. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together, again, reaching through that upper body. And on our exhale, elbows are going to come in towards the chest as our chin lowers down as well. Inhale, opening back up. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, rise. So moving at your own pace. And even visualize yourself emerging as you open up. And that exhale is coming in to take time and then growing and expanding. So if there's anything going through your mind here, projects, relationships, situations, and you can see yourself in that, holding in and then opening up, whatever that looks like to you. Give yourself permission to feel whatever comes up. And I also invite you to close your eyes. Just a few more rounds at your own pace, your own time. And we'll all open up together, opening up, coming back to center, and bring those hands out. Fingertips up and our palms are out to the side. Exhale, lower down. Give those shoulders a little bit of a break and rest. Now we're going to take that left leg and bring it up using our left hand. And instead of pulling with our left shoulder, we are using and engaging our left forearm. Front toes are flexed forward. We're still sitting up tall. For some of us, if we need to sit back and use the chair for support, go ahead and do so. Circle out the foot. And as you're circling out the foot, feel the muscles moving near the knee. Now rotate the other direction. And now extend it out. Toes flex up. Exhale, lower down. Right leg rises. Toes flexed. Again, using that forearm for support. Circle that foot out. And feel the air and the energy moving around the foot, especially if you have your shoes off, socks off. You can feel it. If you have your shoes on, maybe you visualize it, circling both directions. Flexing that foot and extending out. Exhale, lower down. We're going to scoot a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. Now we're going to take that left leg and circle out. Notice if you can feel anything within the socket of your hips. Some of us, we might have some scar tissue there, or perhaps injury, surgery. That's okay, we're still able to move through it as long as there's no pain. And circling in. So we want to circle in both directions. And lower down. Go ahead and take the legs apart. Hinging at the waist, we're just going to reach forward. So when we're reaching forward with the crown of our head. So again, visualize that string drawing us up towards the sky. If we feel there's a dip in the lower back, draw that belly button in towards the spine. Not hard, just enough to protect the lower back. Continuing to breathe into the belly. Now, if you'd like, you can stay right here or lower down, hands lower down. If our hands are lower down, our fingers are spread wide. We're pressing the earth away. And as we breathe here, we can breathe into the hollows of our back. So feel that space in the upper back. Breathe into it, feel it expand, and exhale. Now, taking one hand at a time, go ahead and press up. Let's come back together. Continuing to sit at the edge of our chair, go ahead and take that right leg and circle out. Keeping that foot flexed. Circling both directions. And as we're continuing this movement, continuing to breathe, visualize what it looks like in the hip socket or in this space as you're moving it. And lower down. Go ahead and sit back a little bit further on the chair. We're going to take that left ankle, bring it up over to the above the right knee. Now my left ankle is just a little bit over, not directly on top of. So here I'm going to hinge forward with this left knee pressing down just a little bit, very soft pressure. So we don't want to push it so far away. We just want to rest the hands here, but provide enough weight to stretch that back muscle. Inhale, rising up, left leg lowers, switch sides. And again, finding a comfortable spot for the ankle. If you're at home, you can always place a small blanket, a piece of foam. If you use mat or any type of mats, I usually cut one up. So I have extra pieces just laying around in case I need them for things like this. Hinging forward, reaching through. Inhale, rising up, lower the legs down. Now any stretching that you need here, go ahead and do so. Anything you need to spend a little bit more time on, go ahead and take that moment. All right, we're going to finish up with a twist on each side, and we're going to do them both one at a time. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on one side. We're going to take the hands down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, arms come back up and over to the left. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, hands lower down to the heart. Let's go ahead and rest those hands right back in the lap. Sitting up tall, shoulders down. Now, I invite you to close your eyes. And go through another body scan from the top of the head down to the feet. Notice how the body feels now. Observing your body, your thoughts, your breath. Notice if you feel much more calm, or perhaps some things came up that you want to write down later or afterwards to reflect on later. Maybe paying attention to one side a little bit more. Whatever it may be. Placing a soft smile on the face. Big, deep inhale, feel it, extend all the way into the toes. And open mouth exhale. Let's go ahead and take those hands down, reaching down towards the earth. On our inhale, we're going to reach our arms up, and again, feel that energy, that air around the hands, the arms, bringing it up. And exhale, coming down to our heart space. We're going to bow forward, thumbs to center brow. We're going to give ourselves thanks for being a part of practice, taking this time for ourselves, and giving thanks to those that are here for showing up and practicing with each other. I want to say thank you, Padamia Miigwech, and thank you, everybody.